Check. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me see some ones in the chat if you guys can hear me. One two 1 2. What's good, people? How's everybody doing tonight? We are live on the channel. I got a couple of people in here. Gio Annette, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you for stopping by. Oh, it is late for you, man. You said it's like 4 in the morning? I'm sorry. All right. Hannah be in the building. What's good? Pokemon Paradise. What's good, man? AC in the building. AC, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys, man. All right. You said your song went long? Okay, I got you. All right. So let's definitely give it up for everybody that's in the chat now. This probably won't be a long one. I didn't see that many beats inside the live beats. All right. Vice says he's still at work. Alan, what's good? Alan T's in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate you for stopping by. Like I said, this probably won't be a long live. There doesn't seem to be that many people in there. All right, big shout out to Pokemon Paradise. Thanks, man, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Like the music in the live stream. I like listening to many people music. Think you find new music for me to listen to. All right, yeah, we'll see what happens, man. So let's go through some of the tracks that's in the live beat reviews. If you are tuning in for your first time, they call me X.E.L.O. And today we'll be doing a live beat review on my YouTube channel. I do this every week, usually on Thursdays around this same time, 8 o'clock. If you do want to get your music or beats heard, you will have to join the Discord. The Discord link is below in the description. Just click on the link and then you'll be able to join the Discord, and make sure you put your stuff in the live beat reviews so that way we can review the beats. After every Thursday session, I will remove all the stuff out of there so it'll be a clean slate for the next week. So yeah, let's have some fun. If you guys are interested, I do have a monthly beat, a monthly sample flip on the channel as well. So I go through and listen to you guys samples. The best flip usually wins a prize, and that's done every month on the channel, at least once a month. So September is coming up, so I'll have another one in September. So if you guys are wanting to do that, definitely join the Discord and we'll get those beats and stuff set up for you on here. All right, so getting blown up on my phone. All right. All right, so let's go through the live beats and let's get this started.
That was legitness. Yeah.
All right, and Gio Annette is the first one up. Rise on the beat. Let's go. Starting off with some dope pianos already. Pianos are dope. Yes, sir. Vocals are so dope. Wow. Geo really, really dope beat, man. I like it. I like it a lot, as Forrest Gump would say. Where's my key at?
Nice.
So yeah, really, really good work. I like all the aspects of it. Sound selection on point. Nice drum pattern. Nice drill beat. 808s was on point. I just think it needed to be a little bit louder, just the overall track, the volume of the track itself. I'm not sure if that's what you were going for, but it sounds like it's probably a couple of dBs under threshold, maybe like 6 to 8 dBs. It's probably a little bit low. But other than that, I think it's a great track. There's nothing else to say. So yeah, let's give it up for Geo one more time. Yeah, definitely. There's not much to say about it. It was a good overall track. I think the volume could come up a little bit of the whole entire track, just to make it reach that that almost close to 0 point. But other than that, I mean, everything was on point, yo. Good sound selection, good breakdown. That vocal was really dope. I like the little choir kind of vocal. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next track, which is Saya. So let's hear what he did. Run the Joy, what's good, man? Thank you for stopping by, y'all.
Saya, what are you doing?
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She a devil, she bad little bitch, she a rebel. She be fool to the pedal. It'll take a hold off and settle. She a devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She be fool to the pedal. It'll take a hold off and settle. Said cop make money, now you try, bitch. You could use a replan with a new vibe.
Let's give it up to Saya, coming through with the regular bangers as he usually does. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Hey, if you do have any songs that you want to get played tonight, definitely join the Discord and put them in the live beat reviews, whether it's be a song or just a beat. I will play them tonight. I'm surprised I got your name right. Just to be honest with you, I usually butcher everyone's names. Everyone in here knows I usually butcher names. So I'm glad I was able to kind of get that going correctly. Hopefully I can keep it up. Yeah, man. AC, Saya be doing his thing, man. Mr. Robertson's in the building, man. What's good, man? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, man, his beats are usually always on point. He has really good mixing techniques. I'm not sure if he's kind of gone through it. I know he does some of the voice chats for the server, so he'll be in there making beats and stuff. He'll tell you usually an EQ on a track will help out tremendously to get your track to sound the way you want it to. Just when you can EQ something correctly, it makes a world of difference. Then you have your levels the way you want stuff at, and then you just throw on your mastering plugins like some kind of limiter, ozone, isotope, you know, something that'll kind of make it stand out in the mix itself. But yeah, always good work. Let's give it one more time for Saya. Caesar, CJ, what's good? Thank you for joining, man. If you do want to get a song played or a beat played tonight, just join the Discord. The link should be below in the description and put it into the live beat reviews. So we're kind of going to go along. This should be a short night, just to be honest with you guys, unless y'all have something else y'all wanted to talk about. Yeah, definitely nice to see you again too, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, it should be a pretty short night. Not that many submissions for this week, but I do this every week on Thursdays around this same time, 8 o'clock. I'll be doing some beat reviews for you guys, giving you some critiques, some things you may need to work on, some things that you may not need to work on. But yeah, that's what this is for, to help you guys out. All right, so we're going to move along to Alan T with Spanish Fly. Whew. Oh man, let's give it up for Alan to Spanish Fly. That is dope, man. Definitely, definitely dope. I don't have anything really to critique. I like sound selection. Drums was dope. Nice flow to it. I could see it going so many different ways. Um, I could still see it on some TV film stuff. I could see artists jumping on there as well. Really, really, really good work. Let's give it up for Alan one more time. Yeah, I've seen Alan grow a lot, man. He's mixing has gotten a lot better. Um, and usually that's what it seems like a lot of you guys were, kind of missing was just that mixing part. That once you get that down, because you already have really good sound selection. I like the way you guys organize your tracks. Some of you guys use a lot of really cool, progressions and like drum programming and stuff like that. Really, really on point. It's just that mixing part that will get you guys right to where you want to go. All right. Black Piles Music is in the building. What's good? Thank you for joining the live stream. If you are interested in getting one of your beats played or a song played, join the Discord below in the link of the description and put your track in the live beat review section and we'll get it played and we'll get a critique for you. All right. Moment, twist, smoothness, like it can be a bit less. Yeah. I thought the kick was pretty good for the track itself. Of course, transitions can be, tricky at times. Maybe you want to have something leading up into the transition, is what I think Hanabi was trying to say. But yeah, really dope work. All right, so we're gonna move along inside of the Discord. So we're in the live beat reviews. We're gonna go to Ratchet Matrix with Wavy Baby. Let's go. All right, let's give it up for Ratchet Matrix. I actually like a lot of the sounds that you actually use in the track itself. I think the highs, like your hi-hats and like your open hat or cymbal was really loud in the mix itself, and everything else seemed to be underneath that and kind of low. You may want to bring pretty much everything else up and maybe even bring that down. I'm not sure what DAW you're using or what you're using on your master, but the levels need to kind of come up for the whole entire track itself. I would say, if you haven't already, use a reference track. I know I preach this on this YouTube channel, inside the Discord, but it will help you out tremendously if you are using a reference track. What the reference track will do is give you something to gauge your track to. So if it's a song or just a beat that you really love, you think it's mixed really good and it's what you prefer your stuff to sound like, use that as a reference track. Have it inside of your session if you want to, or you can have it outside your session, either way. But you need something to compare your track to. So when you hear the other track, you'll see where your levels need to be. I'm actually going to throw something else in there. There's a metering. It's called, what is it called? Is it UV metering? I can't remember what it's called right now. Well, you just need something, U-lean, there you go. U-lean metering. If you guys don't have that, that's something you may want to pick up. It'll give you your like LUFs and how loud your track is. And that way you can compare the other track to your track and see where you need to get to. It's called a U-lean meter. And I believe it is still free, and they have a paid one, but I believe it's still free. So something you can kind of gauge your stuff with. All right. But definitely good work. Like I said, I really like the sound selection still. I didn't see anything really wrong. I believe there's some bass notes that are out of key. So definitely watch those 808s. Make sure you're staying in key with the track itself. Other than that, really good track. Let's give it one more time for Ratchet Matrix. This Jedi, what's up? Thank you for joining, man. Stephen Parker in the building. What's good, man? Yes, U-lean loud meter 2. Yes, it's still free. All right, cool. So yeah, so U-lean will help you out just to get your levels to where they need to be. I think they even have like a section where you can click on it to say what you're doing, like if you're doing like a hip hop beat or a pop beat, and it'll give you those measurements that you should be reaching inside your track. All right. It's a hidden gem, or not really a hidden gem, but just something out there to help you guys out a little bit more. But for everybody who is just joining, if you do want to get your songs or track reviewed, make sure you are joining the Discord. The link is below in the description. And once you are in, go to the live beat review and we'll go over your beats or songs in the Discord. All right. But one more time, let's give it up for Ratchet Matrix. I'm good, man. I'm really good, Steven. Appreciate you for asking. All right. Stephen Parker back again. All right, so let's listen to your track and see what we can do. What's going on? Let's give it up for Stephen Parker. Yes, sir. Another banger in the books. All right. I'm not sure if this is like a vocal from like Splice or from what is that? Uh Looperman, or is this the artist you actually had in the studio on the track itself? I'm not sure if any of those are what it is. Um, the track kind of sounds low in the background. It's funny because it starts out actually kind of leveled right, and then it just kind of drops down, which means to me you have some kind of uh, limiter on your master that's pushing or squashing everything down. So you may want to change out how much it's actually limiting, or use a different kind of limiter or compressor on your master. Or you may want to kind of like level everything else down, pull everything down to where it's under the threshold of the limiter, and then it's kind of raise or boost the threshold for the limiter, so that way it'll raise the whole entire track. I hope that makes sense. Okay, you said Looperman. All right, so that does make sense because the second part of the song is off on the beat. So I don't know if you need to cut the vocals and then kind of move it over forward or backward. I'm not sure which way it should be going. But yeah, I think the sounds, your piano sounds really good. I just think it needs to be raised up. Like I said, it sounds like the limiter is just kind of crushing everything. And that's kind of why what Hannah was saying, that it sounds like some of the stuff is off. And I'm not sure if you are sidechaining your kick and your bass. That is definitely a good idea to have your kick punch through the mix a lot better in the track. And you could probably just do it for like a whole drum bus. I don't know if you have buses. I'm not even sure what DAW you're using this, to be honest. But you can like have a whole drum bus and then have everything else, all the sounds kind of get cut from that drum bus as well. It's not really ideal, but it is something that could kind of help if your sounds are like really peaking and you can't really control them with like your limiter. But other than that, I like the vocals that you actually picked. I just think they got a little off at the end there. And yeah. And once again, I'll give you the same advice I will give Ratchet Matrix, of course, with the other song to have goodness gracious, my train of thought is just completely off right now. I have no idea why. But if you have a reference track, it would definitely help you out as well. So I don't know what track you think would be compatible to this one, but get a track that you feel is compatible, reference track, throw it inside of your DAW, or you can have it on the side, doesn't matter, either one, just so you can have something to reference back to make sure that your mix is where it needs to be. All right, let's give it up one more time for Stephen Parker. Yeah. You said using free clip. Okay. Yeah, you can do a sidechain inside a cakewalk. It's actually one of the fairly easy ones to do a sidechain in. I do have a video somewhere on YouTube showing you how to use the sidechain inside a cakewalk. So if you want to look that up, you just type it into YouTube. And it should be like a short one. It's a short. It's not like a whole video. It's just a short showing you how to actually use the sidechain inside of Cakewalk. No problem. Appreciate you guys. All right. We're going to move along. We have AC up next. Over here pressing buttons. All right, let's go. Yes, sir. Ah, AC. I see you are putting that Ableton push to good use. Oh man, I could hear the little things that you're doing. Ah, yeah. Dope. Very, very dope. Good mix. Nice sound selection. Man, I could see that as like a scene opener for like TV film kind of stuff. I could see it in some commercials. Man, really, really good work, man. Let's give it up for AC one more time. I mean, I have nothing else to say. Good work, man. Very, very nice. Okay. I can see that, but I mean, it's still like it fits though. It's weird because you can kind of hear it, but it still fits. Yes, very nice use of panning. I noticed that you had like your snare to the left a lot more than and your kick right down the middle. And a couple of other like little sound effects that I always tell you have really good like little uh, what is it called? Sound candy, I guess you can call it, inside your tracks. Yes. That is a bane of your existence. Oh man, good work. No problem, man. All right. Yeah, man, it could be used like in a whole bunch of different things. I could see it in some of those, like even like the crime show kind of things. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff it could be used in. But let's give it up one more time for AC. All right, and we're gonna go to Mr. Robinson, the producer. Let's go. There we go, Air Candy, yes. Let's give it up for Mr. Robinson. Very nice track, man. I like a lot of the elements that you use inside there, especially when you're putting like those little ear candy, as we know now, sounds inside of the track itself. I feel like there's something missing in the middle. Like, I don't know, like if you have anything in that mid frequency, because everything seems to either be high or low. There's not really a mid in there. And I don't know what would cause that really, unless you're like filtering out a lot more than you probably should on the track. Because I think that piano should be more present and take up that mid frequency a lot more, or the strings that you have in the background should be taking up that frequency just to give it a little bit more body to the track itself. Because right now it just seems more high and low, and you may want to kind of find a way to kind of get something in the mid to bring up the track itself. But I really like the sound selection that you have in here as well. Good track. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Robinson. And that could be what it is right there, Hanabi, the space for a rapper. I'm not sure what direction you're going with this one, Mr. Robinson. If that was for like an artist, if it's for an artist, then they would fill up that space in the middle and kind of take over the track itself. Putting someone on. Oh yeah, yeah. If you put someone on it, it'll fill up the whole gaps and everything. Definitely leveling up. Yes, there's definitely space for artists. So if that was the goal, then yeah, that would be really good, because the artist can fill up that mid space that I hear is like just that one piece is kind of not gluing the whole thing together. But good work. Let's give it one more time for Mr. Robertson, the producer. Oh, so you're saying you have a person on it, but you couldn't mix it correctly? Is that what you're saying? That I'm not sure. All right, so I'm trying to do like one per person because we got a couple more people. We may come back to this one, Mr. Robinson. Just let me know. All right. Paranormal Mix is up next. Let's go. Gotcha. Panoramics.
Oh, you naughty boy. You are very naughty.
Upon arousing, I found by my side as before a loaf and a pitcher of water. A burning thirst consumed me, and I emptied the vessel at a draught. It must have been drugged.
Yes. Oh, I think it's lovely. Oh, God, blimey. Hang on. Oh, God, blimey. I don't believe it. Really? Oh, God, blimey.
Let's give it up for Panoramics. Really, really nice. I like your sound selection for the track, and it's a fun track. I can see you say you're just doing your own thing, and I can definitely hear that. I like your drum breaks that you put in there. They just need to be louder or like mixed a little bit better inside of the mix itself, because all the sounds are louder than your drums. So it sounds like either you're compressing the drums too much or they're just too low inside the mix itself. I give the same advice. You would probably do well with a reference track inside your DAW when you're mixing. Like I said, I believe that'll help a lot of you guys out with the mixes itself in the track. And Mr. Robertson, the producer, if you wanted to hit me up in the direct messages, I can probably, I want to kind of do another subscribers kind of beat mix. So I did one for goodness gracious, why can I not remember anyone's name? Vice. I did one for Vice Envy. So if you want to, I can probably do one for that song. You can send the whole track and stems. Hit me in the DM, and we'll kind of discuss it. All right, so we're gonna move along. Load the panning, sit a little bit better. I think the mix is balanced. Instruments and the drums will help. Yeah, I could see that. Something different for y'all. Still working on it. Oh, no problem, man. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's give it one more time for Panoramics. All right, we're up to Hanabi. Let's see where he's cooking up.
legitness.
Let's give it up for Hanabi. I really like that one, man. I like the orchestration. I like the change ups. Piano sounds good. The mix sounds really good, man. I think that's probably one of the best mixes I've heard from you, just to be honest. Um, yeah, man. Really, really, really good work, man. Let's give it up one more time for Hanabi. All right. Fidawari. I hope I said that right. um, horrible at names. Fidawari is up next. Yeah, it was definitely nice. Hey man, I don't know what you're using that for, Hanabi. Like, are you pitching that to libraries? Because I think that could fit in a couple of games that you even love to play. I think it fits perfectly almost. And if you want to kind of go that route, a suggestion that you can kind of do. I don't know if you have a iPhone or like a Android, but I know inside of like the Google Marketplace, they'll usually have like games, like little, games that they have in there. And you can find like the address or email addresses of the game composers and kind of email them and be like, hey, I'm a composer, do you need some music for any of your other projects that you're working on? Just to kind of get your foot in that gaming door. Because it sounds like that's the way you want to go or the route you want to actually take. That could be something really, really cool that you can try to get into. Low Cuts in the building, yo. What's good, man? You can't point out. I don't know what else there is, yo. Yeah. Yeah, man. I actually got that from another dude on Instagram. Well, I can't remember anybody's name right now for some reason. It's probably going to come to me later on. But he was talking about that. A lot of people doing video games and stuff like that kind of look on there and just grab the email addresses from, from the games, especially if they have like a whole bunch of different games from that same kind of publisher. You may be able to get in if they have something new coming out. And yeah, explore that route, man. It's on the way into the game for sure. Dropping gems in this episode of Live Beats. All right. This will probably be the last one for the night. Fidawari. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for actually submitting this. We'll kind of see. Oh, I did say it right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's get into it. Let's give it up for Fitawari, y'all. Very, very nice. I like the sounds. I like your patterns. A couple of nice little percussions here and there inside the track itself. I think it was just a little bit too repetitive. I don't know if you're using like a 2-bar loop because it sounded like it was just the same thing over and over, and it didn't break into like that 2-minute mark for that like little. I guess it was like some kind of sitar on there, or some kind of string instrument or plucking. But yeah, it was getting a little repetitive. I don't know how you could change it. You may want to change like your octaves on it, kind of go like down and then go back up, or something that kind of breaks up the monotony of the track itself. Uh, Other than that, I think it was a solid track, man. The mix was very. The mix was right there. It wasn't too far off from being where it needed to be. I just think that it was just really repetitive. But other than that, really, really good beat. Let's give it up one more time. Low cut, you gave it up for a bit. It's all right, man. It's all okay. It's all good. I appreciate all you guys for actually coming through and joining me for these live beat reviews. But who was it? But Mr. Robertson, the producer, let me know. Hit me up inside of the direct message. Let me know if you want to try to get that. I'll probably do like a whole, review of the track itself. Get the stems and mix it on my YouTube channel. I haven't done one of those in a minute since I did the one for Vice Envy. It's a okay. There you go, Koto. I know it's one of those like sitar or string kind of ones. Um, like I said, it sounded like it was like like a 2-bar loop, not even a 4-bar loop. You want to kind of just break it up so you can kind of have it go up or down inside of the scale, or you can just drop it down an octave or up an octave just to break it up. It'll make the track feel like it's still moving, even though it's not. One of those things. Another thing to do is to probably like filter out the sounds for like a section, and that'll make it, give it a build up for the next part when it comes in. You say you lost your beat powers? Alan, appreciate it, man. Really, really good work, Alan. I appreciate you stopping by. No problem. We'll be back next week on Thursday as well. So make sure you guys get some tracks in. I'll clear this whole thing out at the end of this session so you can add after it's all cleaned out if you want to now, or you can just wait until Thursday to add stuff on there. Thank you for joining, man. Yeah, so hit me up, Mr. Robinson. Like I said, if you want me to do it, I'll put it onto my YouTube and kind of just show you guys some mixing stuff inside of Reaper or Cakewalk, one of them. We'll see what happens. It'll be one of them. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I really, really appreciate all of you, like I said, for just liking, subscribing, following the channel. Thanks for joining the Discord. I will be doing the sample flip next month, so get ready for that. I'll probably go live on a Sunday to kind of make the actual samples, so you guys can join me for that if you want to. But in September, we'll have another sample flip, and whoever wins that one will still win a prize. I may change up the prize. We'll see what happens. How I feel in the beginning of next month when I'm kind of getting everything going, check out finances and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I want to hear it. AC, definitely. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if you guys have heard about like the BMI thing. I do have a video coming out about it, but it is something that you guys should probably have. I don't know if all of you have it or not. You should have a PRO for your music if you're registering your songs or tracks or beats. It's something that you should have ready. So if you are sending your stuff to like TV film, they're going to want your pro, whether that be BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. If you're overseas, they have different ones, different PROs, which is a performance rights organization in your country. All of them have one. So if you don't have one, you can get usually a BMI or an ASCAP. But BMI is going through some transitioning things right now. They've raised their prices for actually getting writers on. It used to be free, but now I think it's $75. So if you want to, ASCAP, I believe, is free currently to actually join ASCAP as a writer. It's something that you need for, like I said, TV and film, if you're going to go that route. If you're selling stuff to artists and they were actually putting it out there, do you want to register the song? You want to have your writers for that as well, and your publishing if you have your publishing. It's something I might go over on the channel a little bit later on in September. I think I want to head that direction for the channel instead of just kind of doing beats and stuff. Kind of give you guys some information and news kind of things for this channel. For my Learning Reaper, I'll actually be teaching on there some Reaper stuff. But yeah, so make sure you guys do have your PROs. It is something that you will need down the line. Even if you're like releasing a mixtape or like a lo-fi tape, something like that, when you have it on your Spotify and stuff, if you want to get your royalties, which is mechanical royalties that you incur, you want to have your PRO. But yeah, I think that's about it. AC said, I'm ready for the next flip. All right. But I appreciate you guys. Like I said, thank you for joining. And once again, it's your boy, X.E.L.O. And I'll probably see you guys next week. Peace.